Hello guys, how are you doing? So today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different than usual, which is about a music video. Now this channel is for politics, but it still has a lot to do with Japan, so I thought that it would be a good idea to post it here. So which video am I going to talk about today? It's Avril Lavigne's Hello Kitty, which has just come out, I think. I've been seeing so much criticism going on. It's been crazy, but people keep saying how the song is terrible and how she is a copycat of Gwen Stefani, Madonna, dubstep, Katy Perry, and everyone like that. But, you know, since I am Japanese and also a musician, I just simply thought that I should put my thoughts out there. So I'll be pointing out many things, but the very first thing I would like to say is that musicians inspire each other. And this does not actually only go for music field, but when you create something new, you're combining more than two elements and calling it original. And at the same time, just because something is similar to one another doesn't mean that someone stole the other idea, you know what I mean? And sometimes people do steal, but when it comes to this case, Avril, some people were saying that Avril stole the image of Katy, whatever. I think they are referring to Katy Perry's Californian Girls video because of the sweet and poppy colors and everything. But then you could say that Katy Perry also stole someone else's idea then, because the video was influenced and cooperated by the artist named Will Cotton, who paints women and candies. And on the other hand, according to the HMV article that I read in Japanese, Avril used that kind of poppy colors in all the accessories, etc. because she was influenced by the malls that she goes for shopping in Tokyo, and not by Katy Perry. So you have to understand what kind of space she's got in her head, you know. And so then people would say like, oh, she's copying Gwen. Like, if not Katy, it's Gwen that she's copying. But then you have to wait a minute. Like, people sing about their significant other, the people they hate, good memories, bad memories, the things that they're angry at and everything. We are all humans, so what we sing about is pretty much limited. Like, we could sing about the same things just in different ways, you know what I mean? So just because Gwen Stefani has sung something like similar in the past doesn't mean that Avril intentionally stole it or anything like that. And secondly, you might be concerned about the wrong image of Japan. Some people were saying like, oh, you ruined the image of Japan, or you ruined the culture, blah blah blah. Well, I have to admit that I did feel a little bit awkward after watching it for the first time. You know, it just shows her version of Japan, and I felt upset because it doesn't match the Japan that I see. Doesn't mean that she's wrong or anything, you know what I mean? One thing we should all remember is that she's a super famous singer, meaning that she can only go to certain places and hang out with certain people, and she can be here in Japan for a short period of time. You know, first of all, the media here shows like biased or sometimes even wrong images of Japan. So it's not really her fault that she has kind of like either limited or biased image of Japan. Limited experiences lead to limited understandings usually, but we all have to remember these three things that I am going to say now. One, everybody knows that she's not a specialist of Japan. Like, she doesn't know everything about Japan, and we can easily tell, right? And two, this is like a love letter to Japan, or like a thank you note for her Japanese fans, which I am going to talk about soon. And three, people need to be aware of how videos are made. Like, videos don't just show up. According to the same HMV article, every time Avril came to Japan, her fans gave her Hello Kitty goods, and that's how she started to like the character, and that's why she wanted to make the song. And she also made sure to put the Japanese that she has learned here. And you know, after hearing that, I was like, wow, that's such a sweet thing to do, you know? And what she's singing is Minna Saiko Arigato Kawaii, and to me at first it did feel a little bit weird to be honest, but the song starts with it. You know what it means, right? It means you guys rock, thank you, cute. So the song just starts with a greeting-ish phrase and she repeatedly uses it. What I mean is it just sounds like she's showing her appreciation for her fans or for the Hello Kitty goods that they gave her, for how they make her feel, you know? And I can see visually as well, in the middle of the song there's a black and white scene where she's walking down the street with a bunch of girls behind her and she's waving to to the right, to the left, and it's the same phrase, you guys rock, thank you, cute, and she's doing that, and I can't help but thinking that it's just showing her appreciation. So it's a nice song considering that. And also, as I said, videos don't just show up. Like, you just see all the released videos, but it's something that people have worked on, taking so much time and effort. The same article says that it was originally her idea to film this video for the song in Japan for more than a year. So it was shot late March. She was on Asian tour. After everything, she came back to Tokyo and secretly filmed it, and she was on the set for 12 hours straight, which is crazy, I think, but she was all energetic and happy, it seems, according to the article. Also, it seems that all the staffs of the crew were Japanese, together with the performers in the video, as you can see. And I am pretty sure that she's not used to the kind of set of people, so she must have been really nervous or uncomfortable or something like that, but she did it anyway, and I respect her for that. And on the top of that, everything happened in Japan, even though it was her dream. Like, she was in a foreign country for her, so yeah, it must have been really difficult. And also, I wanted to talk about other kinds of criticism as well, which I saw, especially about the robotic women with no facial expressions and stuff. I did feel a little bit upset when I saw that because it's not really Japanese in my eyes, but I was thinking to myself and I realized that Japanese people do not actually show their emotions much on their faces. We would rather get along in groups, in public especially. So she has a point. And count me out because I'm kind of weird and also I'm speaking in English right now. It could be that she thinks that Japanese people work in such a mechanical way. I'm not sure, but it's fun to guess. And at least personally, it's very interesting to see how we Japanese are seen by a foreign girl, you know? There are two more things to talk about. Someone from SourceFed actually wrote an article and said that the video is like a Fujitsu commercial, and I would like to tell the person who wrote it that Avril released a music video not too long ago. The name of the song was Let Me Go, and at around 2 minutes of the video she takes out a tablet out of nowhere, and it doesn't match the rest of the video, but she takes it out and it's Xperia. It's Sony. Speaking of Sony, I've seen Britney Spears promoting it, and also Carmen, and I bet there are many others if I try to find. And I've seen Nokia in Kelly Clarkson's video as well. My point is, complaining about commercials or promotion in music videos like to reject, to follow this generation basically, because everything's about commercials or advertisement nowadays. You know, even my videos have advertisement. It's my intention, but and also if you go to try and read some news online, you have to watch some commercial, and you download an application on your phone, and you have to, like, every once in a while there will be an advertisement unless you pay whatever. Like, we just live in this world now and we have to accept it. As for Avril's Hello Kitty video, I feel like it's a good idea from a creator's point of view to, you know, promote a brand and stuff, because it costs money to shoot a video like that. It does ruin the atmosphere a little bit, but well, you gotta do what you gotta do. One last thing is that I witnessed someone mistaking the sound of a crossing gate of the railways as a phone sound. The sound was used in the intro and outro, and during the video you can see that she's, you know, dancing around in front of a train. So it's definitely the sound of the crossing gate. But since I'm a Japanese living in Japan, the sound is in my daily life like nothing, so it was very interesting to hear that sound even in a rhythmical way, and I saw her music sense in that, so that was cool. I think these are all I had to clarify for now anyway. And to be honest with you, I don't really care if you like the song or not, or if you like the video or not, but to insult someone's work for no proper reason except for your taste is very mean and very narrow-minded. So I really hope that people don't do that. I mean, maybe you don't care because she's a big artist, but I've seen her live show video. Like, she was saying that, you know, there was a time when she was singing in her room, like on the top of her bed and looking at the mirror and stuff like that, and it's like her dream come true. And also, it takes so much effort to stay as a famous or popular musician in the world, because like, being on a tour must be really fun but yet exhausting as well, and you have to plan and everything and practice, blah blah blah. And not only that, you have to think about the new albums and new events and stuff like that, engaging with your fans. Like, I don't know how musicians live their life. Like, it's like they can do it because they love the work, but there are definitely something that they don't like either. I'll be honest, I don't even know if I'm her fan or not, but I do respect her for the person she is, for all the hard work she's putting into. Anyways, I talked too much, but I'm really happy that you made it till the end, so thank you very much. I will hopefully see you around soon, so have a good day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!